Hey there, your woodlandDOX here. Sickly Docs. Wow. Sorry if you hear that in my voice. Anyways, hi. Hello. Okay. So, I decided to try to vlog some parts of BCS and wanted to do the round recaps kind of in a more formal setting. But anyways, you guys, I'll splice in little bits and pieces of the actual trip between here and there. I won't split up the round analysis, but yeah, so we'll cut to something. I'll be back here in a second, and we'll go over the rounds for day one, which was standard format, which was what I was hoping to compete in the most. So, see you then. Dinner, hotel. Dinner, hotel.
I could barely move afterwards. Officer, why are you swerving? Me, no reason.
Dox is mad at his energy drink.
Yeah.
What kind of energy drink is it?
This is Aussie lemonade.
Why does that make you angry?
Didn't come with a koala. False advertising.
Okay, so apparently I got a whole hotel room that turned into an apartment? I don't know. But this is where I'll be, over in Itasca, which is kind of close to... That's weird. Close to Rosemont, but we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do some practice today. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means standard. We'll see how that goes. Playing Eva, so pretty confident. But we'll see. And that is the very crazy and weird apartment I got.
A good old pile shuffle. Look at that concentrated gamer.
Look at this thing. Do you see this? This is gastrointestinal problems in a wrapper. But I'm not mad. In fact, I'm pretty happy about it. Hey, me, your boy. Apparently there's a fire hydrant over there or something. I don't know if that got picked up on the microphone. So it's the morning of standard day one. That's a 1. That's not just me looking down awkwardly. It's a 1. Everything I do is awkward, so that's okay. But got some practice massages. I got some practice massages in last night, and I played terribly. So we got that out of our system. I don't know. So then that means 3 hours from now, round 1 starts. Let's hope I stop playing terribly. Bye. You know you're at BCS Rosemont when you have to park about 7 miles away, and this is all you see in front of you. You don't know, there could be a murderer here. There could be anybody here. Someone could take my cards and I could just not compete. But you know what? I'm gonna fight them off with the power of friendship. Okay, this frame is big enough for 2 people.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, we're leaving from standard. I'll go over the matches in more detail, but you can't.
I keep trying to come over your shoulder.
I'll go over the matches in more detail, but once I'm sitting down, I took notes. 4-4. Proud of me because early rounds, so I'll talk about later. I had the odds completely in my favor, and I just did not get the card at the right time. So could have been 3-1 going into round 4, which would have been dope. But or 5, I mean, yeah, 5, 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, I'm done with that. Turned the tide early. A lot of matchups I knew. My last round, I did not know my matchup, but I didn't really care. I knew I had no shot at topping, so I'm like, yay, I can try 5-3. And then Messiah? Who plays Messiah? But anyways, we're gonna get some food now. I'll talk about the rounds in more detail once I'm sitting down. Yeah, I'm getting some pizza. Bye. Alright, so round 1, right? So we're talking about so round 1, I have my notes up here, so I'm gonna be like reading above the camera. So if I'm looking off, I'm sorry. Also, if I'm sounding off again, I'm pretty sick. So I just want to get this out. But so round one through three, spoilers, game Diva, right? I entered playing Eva. I guess should say that first. Playing Eva with my tech choice of Event Robust and Dragon Tree Wretch Lloyd, and replace a Combine Rusher. Since the choice restriction happened, I know a lot of people were doing Habitable Zone and the Docking Station. I don't like Habitable Zone. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't think it's very good, especially in set 10. So, this was set 10 legal weekend, since set 11 had just dropped the day before. But I don't think Habitable Zone's very good in the deck. It's my opinion. So Event Robust, to late game search for orders, thin the deck even further, and then Lloyd to do another top 5 search along with blue. So if I play the blue order and I had Lloyd, for the cost of 1 counterblast, I can search the top 5 twice to call an Obscured. And then Eva skill. Like, come on. So, I just tried to do that, and it actually worked out a few times. In practice, it worked out a lot more because I had more Lloyds in my deck prior to entering BCS, but then I decided to tweak my ratios a little bit. But so anyways, round one, I was against Gandiva. He, on the first grade 3 turn, he double crit, so I went 1 to 4. That was bad. I'm like, yeah, I'm at 1. I'm like, okay, I kept my damage low. I can no guard this, and then he crit. So 1 to 4. But I fought back. I had enough shield to block repeatedly. I didn't, I had to use a perfect card or two, but I got to a point where, I was down to 11 cards in deck, and I remember exactly how many because I counted it. 11 cards in deck, and the man says, crit to win. And I said, oh boy, I haven't seen many of my crits this game. 6 out of 8 cards left in deck. Or 6 out of 8 triggers were left in deck. 6 out of 11 cards were critical triggers. With 1, okay, 6 out of 10, right? I had a 60% chance to do this. With 2. The man gave me a chance to crit to win. I checked Eva and a blue research lab, something, but good dude, gave me the chance to win. I was pretty proud of myself because I had managed my resources well enough to fight it off even after that double crit check. So he won that one. Game 2, Game Diva. I won this dice roll. I lost the first one in case I didn't say that. I didn't have 3 orders on my grade 3 turn. I only had the 2 from the red line search. I only had 2 henceforth. I didn't have any of my opening hand. I didn't have any of my draws, my drive checks, nothing. And lucky enough, I top decked 1 off of Eva's skill. I searched the top 2, and I found a blue. So, from there on out, I had a double crit obscured every single turn. He was running a card, it was Crumb something, and then another card. I think they're both from set 7. That made me bind my cards instead of just him binding his cards, and there had to be unit cards for my drop. So that wouldn't let me recycle my obscured as freely. I was smart enough to give him the board clearing ones over the crit ones if I could, so I was able to keep bringing the crit ones back. That was really nice. But yeah, I ended up winning in that one. It was nice. I just kept up the 2 crit pressure. Persona Ride helped a bit, and I would give my if I had Persona ridden, I would give my Blue Research Lab power to Eva, and if I didn't do that, then I would give it to Obscure, so he'd hit 28 and it'd be that magic number. And I often had Lloyd or Bulbamine behind him, but that was pretty good. Round 3, Game Diva once more. Lost the dice roll here. I had everything full power. I mean, absolutely everything full power from the start. Didn't miss a single top 5. I had enough orders in hand, but not too many that restricted my ability to guard. It was great. I mean, great. So, I had him against the ropes. He had 1 card left in hand by the time I was done attacking. He's like, I know what your hand is. He's like, I just have to... Sorry. And he top decked the last card in his deck that could give him a 4th attack, because he knew I had enough to guard 3 attacks, but he got his card for his 4th attack. Slapped it down. You know what? He had probably about 30 cards left in deck. Maybe 25, 30 cards left in deck, and he topped the 1 he needed. I'm just like, come on. Between that and the first round, the odds were not in my favor. Well, they were, but they didn't work out that way. So yeah, he took that one. That's fine. is a big old heartbreaker. I had it the next turn because his hand was depleted. But it was just really rough. I managed it perfectly, and he top decked what he needed, and first round I didn't top deck what I needed, so it was a little bit demoralizing. But I'm like, okay, 2 losses. There's maybe a chance we top. I was gonna play the full day of day one no matter what, just because I was gonna be there Sunday. I want to have fun. I put a lot of prep into this. So I'm like, maybe somehow 2 losses gets in. So round 4, I won the dice roll against Youth Burke. I didn't know people were still doing that. It was a very vanilla match until I swung with Eva, checked crit OT, and he was already at 4, and I had two crit obsidians already. So Eva just became absolutely nutty. She went to 4. The obsidians went to 4. I gave the 100 million power to one of the obsidians just in case he somehow healed a bunch in a row. It was really unfair. He was a nice guy. I just felt bad. Round 5 is when everybody felt bad for me. It was against Willista, the player. He got 15th at Worlds last year. So he was super chill dude. But when I say I got cooked, I mean I was a Thanksgiving turkey. I was a Christmas ham. I was a Valentine's Day chalk heart. I don't know. Yeah, he even he was like, that had to be the worst luck I've ever seen, because I had no triggers on checks, no triggers on draw for turn, no triggers in hand. All I had was Eva's obsidians and orders. I didn't have anything else. So he just rolled right. I mean, it was Willista, so I might not have won in the first place, but the confidence I had from beating Andivas earlier and almost beating Andivas earlier, I'm like, okay, I can take on Willista too. And he just looked at me, he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, you had absolutely no luck. I'm like, yeah, true. So round 6, I'm just playing for fun at this point. Obviously 3 losses is not gonna get me in, but so round 6, I played Youth Burke again, and I won the dice roll. So that was fun. But this dude was very funny, really relaxed guy. We were cracking jokes the whole time, back and forth, playing with each other, because at that point neither one of us was overly serious about it. But I kept fighting him off. I worked him down. He popped a skill, put himself down to 2 cards in deck, and that was on turn 0 of overtime. And I'm just like, wait a minute. He goofed. And as soon as I pointed that out to him, like, his friend was sitting next to him because his match finished. And like, I caught it in his friend's eyes, and like, he wanted to say something, and obviously he didn't, to be fair. But yeah, as soon as he added a card to hand, I'm like, you only have 2 cards in deck. And he looks down, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna scoop. And I'm like, no, don't scoop. I'm like, we're in turn 0 already, so just play it out. Swing with your 2 rears. I had 2 perfect guards in hand, so I guard. Okay, cool. I didn't even have to use the perfect guards. The numbers were manageable with the front triggers I had. And then I drew for turn, and he's like, you know what? I scoop. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So, it was actually a really nice back and forth fight, but he didn't make that one critical mistake. If he would have swung with his Vanguard, I still would have been able to handle it because I had the perfect cards. But it wouldn't have. Maybe he would have taken his second overtime turn. I don't know. Round 7, my opponent just didn't show up. At that point, people are obviously dropping for various reasons, not topping or what have you, especially in the 3-3 group. But yeah, so they didn't show, so I got the bye there. Then round 8, I had my worst matchup in the terms of just how the cards are. I won the dice roll against Messiah, but that's about all I won. Even the Messiah is not a good time. I would have loved to win it for pride, but dude was nice. I believe he topped on day 2 because I played his brother. I don't know. I didn't prepare for Messiah. I didn't really expect to see Messiah. I didn't see a single Jet. Although Jet was 2 of the top 4, which was weird. But yeah, so day 1, I was very, very proud of how I played, how I managed myself, how I stayed in the games. And even though I have favorable percentages, it just didn't turn out right. Still very proud of myself. It felt validating that the work that I put in, the deck that I chose, the tech choices I put into it with Robust and Lloyd, paid off. And if I was at a point where I didn't need Lloyd or Robust, I needed Robust less than I needed Lloyd. Then I was like, okay, I need discard fodder because I got more than 2 cards in hand to PG, or, just early on, early game, if I needed a ride discard target, they're there. It's the same thing as Robust, except they just don't come back. But I don't know. I felt like I did very well. The Melissa game, I wish I would have had more of a shot, but we both agreed that fate was just not on my side for that one. But so yeah, day 1, 4-4. Would have loved 5-3 for the pride, but is what it is. I was more proud of the fact that I almost took out Gandiva 3 straight matches. I should have taken out Gandiva 3 straight matches. And then as a side note, my wife was playing and she went 3-5. She played all 8 rounds as well. Because she was having fun. And 2 of her 3 wins were against Gandiva. And she was playing base Dredrewel, not Dredrewel Mask, just base Dredrewel. And she beat 2 Gandiva players. And my goodness, either I trained her well or she was really lucky. And apparently the 6 damage she checked in OT on offense. So it would have been their 6 damage no matter what, but she checked OT. They would not have 6 healed or anything like that. But that was the only time that the triggers really influenced her matches. So that was fun. She put her knowledge to use. But 7-4-4, she went 3-5, had a great time. But yeah, so I'll be going to Atlanta, which we'll do another mini vlog for that. But Atlanta, I don't think I'm gonna go with Eva. I think I'm gonna go with something else. If you guys know me, if you've ever talked to me, you probably know what deck I'm going with. But yeah, that's it for day 1. So I'll roll some more footage here from the trip, and then I'll talk a little bit about day 2.
Instead of pizza after day 1, we found an Asian market and got yummy pork and ramen. I pulled up to the event saying, "Let me cook."
It's vlog time.
Vlog time.
I noticed this is on the hallway, not on me. Hold on. Now it's me. You probably preferred the hallway.
woodlandDOX.
Oh, okay, she won't stop.
Oh.
I was waiting for her to sing Won't Stop. Okay, so day 2, V Premium.
Won't stop believing.
You can stop singing though.
Fine.
Yeah, anyway, V Premium. I'm probably gonna go 0-4 drop. I'm playing Bang Dream. There's no shot. But, I don't know, surprise factor? Right? Maybe? I don't know. So, I'll let you guys know how this one goes, but we got a 3-hour drive still today. So if I go 0-4, I'll just drop and get some pizza and cry. Well, not cry, but cry happiness, because the pizza's probably gonna be good. But, check in with you guys later. Alright, we're leaving Rosemont for day 2. That was something. I fully expected to go 0-4. Every single opponent was like, what? And apparently word got around that I was there. My last 2 rounds that I played, I dropped after 6. I didn't want to do all 8. I'm tired, hungry, and I gotta drive 3 hours. But apparently by those rounds, people were like, oh, you're the Bang Dream player. And there was one other person playing Hello Happy World, but they heard that I was the one not playing Hello Happy World, so that was kind of funny. I enjoyed it. But, so yeah, that's it for Rosemont. I guess I'll sit down when I get home and do a little bit of detailed analysis of the rounds. I mean, there's not much. I like V, but, so yeah, I will catch you guys in the next portion.
Even the truck said Vanguard.
Okay, so I found the most confusing city in Illinois. It's called Oak Park, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I parked at a Walmart to eat pizza. Allie's inside getting a bag for the other pizza because we bought 2 pizzas. It was buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 1 get 2 free. No, buy 1 get 1 free. I can't do math. So she's getting a little cold bag, hot bag, whatever. But I do not like Oak Park, Illinois. I'm sorry if you're from there. Sorry if this hurt your feelings. I don't know what I'm doing there. Had to hold back. A little frustrated, but I pizza. And I'm officially less frustrated.
Good talk.
We're back for day two. So day two, I showed up. And that's pretty much the only victory I expected to have that day. So, I was playing a fun deck. V is not a format that I take, too competitively. I know what's up there at the top. I don't feel like buying it. I don't feel like playing it. I wanted to just go and have fun. I love playing Harry, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody knows Harry. In some capacity, you know what Harry does, so they can game plan for it. Like, I'm coming in with a surprise tactic. So I entered with a Bang Dream deck, of all things. I entered playing Roselia. So, started, setting up round one. Nice dude across from me, we're talking for a minute. And then, I flipped my card out, my Vanguard over, and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Okay, like if you need um, any notes, just let me know." So we started, and he's asking to read every card, which he should, and I'm like, "Okay, I have a shot here." So with the Roselia deck, the gimmick is Yukina Minato's Vanguard ability gives her 5k for every one of your opponent's Vanguard's grades when she attacks, and then there's an order card that lets her restand. So you put a Force 2 marker under her. If your opponent's grade 3, first swing is 28k, Twin Drive, 2 crit, and then the second swing is 43, 1 drive, 2 crit, and then any applicable triggers that you got on the first check. So it gets to be big, huge numbers. It gets to be, the crit pressure and all that stuff. So I was able to restand her enough to where I got his resources to minimal. He was at 5 damage. It was really cool because he was playing oh my god, what was he playing? I didn't write it. Oh, full Bronto. He was playing full Bronto. I wrote that down. So he he was able to get rid of some of my cards, and I was able to top deck the correct cards on the last turn to draw. So I would play them, draw, gave me some units, draw, and I was able to get enough to where I had 3 attacks, and that was enough because I wasn't able to restand with Yukina that turn because I'd already done it twice. So I got the W. So that was really cool. Round 2, I went against Luard, and again, I caught them off guard. So with Yukina's skill, I was able to put them to 5 damage before they even got to grade 3. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then they started doing Luard things. They fought me off the next turn, and then the turn after that, they took over. With the big numbers, the 2 crit swings, and I'm just like, yep, okay. No way I can guard these, So it was literally 5-1 before his grade 3 turn, and then he came back and won. I couldn't do another damage to him, so that was something. If I would have checked a crit on Yukina's first turn, I would have won because it would have been doing 3 damage each swing, but took him 1 to 5. It was pretty fun to give Luard the sweats like that. Round 3, the astral plane opened up the skies, and I will now be enrolling in therapy. Round 4, he won the dice roll. I'm not quite sure what he was playing. I didn't really recognize the cards. I'm not as well versed in V as I am in standard. There's some stuff that's just, kind of just like Bang Dream, probably under the radar. Not many people pay attention to it unless you're like big in the format. And I also feel like he might have been slightly inexperienced. When we were talking, he was like, "Yeah, I just want something to do today," and this was, within an hour drive. So here I am. Well, okay. And he also forgot to do his gift. Because he went first, and he forgot to do his gift. So, I just steamrolled him with Yukina. The 2 crit swing, 2 crit swing. That was enough. So, and then I played next round. I lost the dice roll, and I lost everything since then. I G assisted on grade 2 and grade 3. I missed them. I had absolutely no options. The dude was playing Ange, so I didn't expect to win that one anyways. But he was still in profile, and it was all the cards were SP. It was really cool. But yeah, so he ran away with that one, much like Ballista from day one. And then round 6, so I was playing until I lost 4. That was my thing because I still had to drive 3 hours that day and whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna play 4 rounds. I expected 0-4. I did not expect to, let's see, it was 1-0, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3. Yeah. So then, yeah. So I didn't expect. Sorry, I had to do math there in a weird way. Um, yeah. So then I was 2-3, and I'm like, all right, probably pack it up. And I was just kind of mentally checked out. I did my order without having 4 in Soul. I just assumed because I rewrote Vanguard that I had 4. I only had 3, so I couldn't do the thing. So I was kind of mentally checked out at that point. Yeah, I was getting hungry. I was very tired. I was starting to feel a little off. Right now, I feel very off. But yeah, so that was round 6. I couldn't even remember what he played, but nice people all day long. Day 2 again. Much better than last year where I had that one very questionable person, one person, but yeah, so it's super fun. My side mission is complete. I won a game at an official event with Bang Dream. That was my side quest. But yeah, that was it for day 2. So if I have any more footage, I'll throw it in here. If not, thanks for watching.